You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
Patchy Mix's UFC journey has already been a roller coaster, and it's only just beginning. The former Bellator bantamweight champion was one of the biggest names to cross over from PFL to the UFC this year. But his debut at UFC 316 didn't exactly go as planned. Mix came in confident, even talking about beating Mario Bautista with ease before going after the reigning champ Merab Dvalishvili. That bold prediction quickly backfired. Instead of cruising to victory, Mix was soundly outpointed by Bautista, leaving fans and analysts questioning whether he could live up to the hype in the UFC. Now Mix has been booked for his second outing, and it's another interesting test. At UFC 320 in Las Vegas, on October 4th, he'll face Jakub Wiklacz, the highly respected bantamweight champion out of Poland's KSW promotion. Wiklacz, nicknamed Masa, is making his UFC debut after a dominant run in Europe, where he defended his title multiple times and built a reputation as one of the toughest fighters outside the UFC. He hasn't lost since 2020, riding a 7-fight unbeaten streak, capped by a slick submission win over Sebastian Prelims. For Mix, who desperately needs to prove he belongs, this matchup is no easy rebound. The fight has already stirred plenty of discussion online. Many fans were caught off guard by the UFC's matchmaking. On one hand, Mix went from fighting a top 15 contender in Bautista to now facing a promotional newcomer. On the other hand, Wiklacz isn't just any debutante. He's a reigning champion from one of the biggest MMA organizations in Europe. Some fans called the matchup strange and questioned why two fighters still trying to establish themselves in the UFC were being paired together. Others, though, see it as a can't-miss clash between champions from different promotions, a fight that could instantly show where both men stand in the bantamweight division. If Mix can pull off a strong performance, he'll erase the doubts that surfaced after his debut and reclaim momentum in his UFC run. If he falls short again, the road to a title shot will become that much steeper. For Wiklacz, this is the chance to prove he belongs on the sport's biggest stage, and a win over Wiklacz would immediately put him on the radar in one of the UFC's most competitive divisions. Their fight will take place on the undercard of a stacked UFC 320 event headlined by Magomed Ankalaev defending his light heavyweight title against Alex Pereira, with Merab Dvalishvili also set to defend his bantamweight belt against Corey Sandhagen. So while the spotlight will shine brightest on the title fights, Mix vs. Wiklacz has the potential to steal the show and reshape the conversation around both men's futures. Stay subscribed for more videos.